Thank you for joining us. We're going to be spending the next 30 to 40 minutes talking about psycholinguistic factors affecting second language acquisition. My name is Trevor Fall. I'm pursuing my master's degree in educational studies, and I look forward to guiding us through this afternoon. Over the next 30 minutes or so, we're going to look at multiple intelligence, talk a little bit about your aptitude, the factors of personality and learning style, and finally your motivation. And so as we look at how all of these areas affect language learning, then we're going to see a little bit more about how our second language acquisition occurs during and using these different areas. So before we begin a detailed explanation of the 8 multiple intelligences, I want you to look in your handouts on page 1. Some of you have a matching exercise where you have the symbol with the name of the multiple intelligence, there are 8 of them, and you have 3 descriptions of activities that would help you engage those intelligences. So things like reading poetry and stories out loud, or keeping a journal. And so you'll be matching the symbol with each group of activities that can be done to for those that are strong in that intelligence. The rest of you have a fill-in-the-blank activity where you have the 8 words and you have 8 sentences, and you're just matching the word into the sentence. I'm curious to see as you go through this which group finishes more quickly, and we'll be engaging different senses with visual and with sentence information, with more logic, and looking at different clues with the activities. So I'll give you 3 to 4 minutes, go through and either do your fill in the blank, if that's the handout you have, or the symbol and the activities, the 3 activities that match with each symbol. You can start now. Now that you've had a few minutes to look at some definitions and examples of multiple intelligences, depending on whether you had the fill-in-the-blank or the matching activity, let's talk a bit more in depth of what these are, and then you can check your answers as we look at these. Before I begin, though, I just asked my son, who's 9, earlier today, what does it mean to have multiple intelligence, or to learn things with multiple intelligence? And he said different ways of learning different ways of learning something. And I think that's quite accurate. So as we as teachers are seeking to teach, we need to be aware, what are the different ways that people learn, what are activities that we can do to cater to those different ways that they're learning, and from that we can present material or information in our lessons that would make it easier for people to understand what the concepts we're trying to teach them.